Okay, so we just finished talking about the calendar, so let's fill in the date first. It is the 3rd of March 2020. Okay, so we're going to be talking about spring today. So, spring is from March to May in Hong Kong. So each season lasts for about 3 months, right? So it's from March, April, and May, 3 months in Hong Kong. Spring brings warmer and more humid weather. So in the springtime, you feel that it's warmer than in winter, and the weather is very humid. So it's like a bit moist and wet, and a lot of rainy days. It is cooler than autumn, but it is the most humid time of the year. Temperatures are from 15 to 26 degrees. Spring weather changes from day to day. It could be very warm one day and cool the next. What is the weather like in other countries at this time of year? So in the springtime, it's very easy to get sick because some days it'll be very, very warm and the next day can be very, very cold. And also in the morning and nighttime, the temperature differences is quite big. So it can be very cold in the morning time and suddenly very hot in the afternoon when the sun comes out. So it's very important to always bring your jacket with you so you can always put it on when you feel cold. So we're going to look at the other places around the world. Okay, we have Canada, Indonesia, Australia, and Antarctica. So all of these places have different temperatures, and some places are still very hot. So in Hong Kong, it's about 15 to 26 degrees. So it's a bit cool and warm temperature. But Indonesia, I think it is quite hot all year round. And Australia is also a bit warm. Antarctica, of course, all year round is very, very cold. And in Canada, it is cooler than Hong Kong. So we're going to look at their temperatures on the next page later on. So look at the pictures of the Hong Kong Government House. They were taken in March 2019. It was around 22 degrees and the weather was warm. What is the weather like in Hong Kong this year? So these two pictures were taken last year, so it's very beautiful. So springtime, all the plants starts to grow and the flowers starts to blossom, and it's very, very nice. It's a perfect temperature for plants to grow. So let's take a look at the temperature today. Miss Jenny have a thermometer. Okay, so let's read it. So it's about 21 or 22 degrees too, okay, today. So if you have a temperature, if you have a thermometer at home, you can also check and see if the temperature, okay, because sometimes it can be cooler in the morning and in the afternoon it will be warmer. So you can also check it out. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Okay, page 2. Now here we can see the 4 different places that we just talked about and their temperature range. So to begin with, we always need to fill in the date. So look at the pictures below, match the picture to the correct country. You can check the weather in other countries by looking at the Hong Kong Observatory website. So we're going to look at that later. So just by looking, here it says Sydney, 15 to 22 degrees, right? So Sydney is in Australia. So we're going to use our ruler, okay? And then make sure you press it down from dot to dot. Now, when you hold the ruler, you need to hold on tight so it won't move, so you can make a straight line, okay? Good job. And the next one is around negative 70 degrees. Wow, negative 70 degrees. That's very, very, very cold. So which one do you think it is? Canada, Antarctica, or Indonesia? It is Antarctica. Very good. So again, we're going to press down and hold tight. Draw a line. Okay, next one says Vancouver, around 5 to 15 degrees. Okay, and Vancouver is in Canada. Okay, you can press it down. Now, when Miss Jenny stayed in Canada, sometimes during springtime, it still snows. It can be very, very cold still. So it really depends on that year. Sometimes maybe it will still snow in April. And it will start to freeze up, or it will start to melt. So it can be quite cold even in springtime in Canada. Okay, next is Indonesia. It is between 25 to 32 degrees. Actually, Indonesia is pretty warm all year round. They don't have winter at all. So their temperature is basically 25 to 32 degrees all year round. Okay, so that's done. So let's move on and look at the Hong Kong Observatory website together.